Hi, good morning. Marty Braden here again. As I said at the close of my first video, day one, I am going to be recording daily videos from my video journal as I'm on my journey to alignment. As you see, I've got glasses on. I guess that's what happens when you hit 65 and almost 66. So I'm going to keep them on. It lets me read a few things that I've written down as bullet points to help remind me of what I want to say. This is day two, Thursday, January 2nd, of my journey to alignment. I will try to touch on four very important questions that I learned about as I listened to the Instant Manifestation Secret audios by Croy Sather. He encourages you to have an end-of-the-day success routine. And as the audio plays with special background music, he asks you to answer these questions for yourself at the end of your day. So I use my phone, and I have a little note thing that I pull out and touch it, and I can scribble on things right there. I don't have to have an ink pen or a pad wherever I'm at. I can just pull out my phone and capture that information. So that's what I'm doing. The first question is, what could I have done better today? Isn't that a great one? As you close your day off and look back on it, the first question is, what could I have done better today? Next is, what did I do well today? And the third question is, what am I going to do that will make tomorrow even better? Of course, that requires that you ask yourself this question: what was the one thing that would have had the greatest impact on your day had you done it, and that you can do tomorrow? And so for today's video, I'm going to share some of the highlights of my day, of day two of my journey, and hopefully record some of what I learned today by starting to put into action the practices that I'm learning about from the Instant Manifestation Secrets while I pursue my goals. I have to tell you that once my world and the goals I set for 2020 collided on that, it was just basically yesterday on the 1st of 2020, New Year's Day. Once I pulled that trigger on this program, I have felt new energy, and I haven't enjoyed this kind of energy for several years now, especially since I retired. The fact is, I am experiencing a new energy from the new thoughts I am deciding to have. Listen to what I said, the new thoughts I'm deciding to have and what's generating from what I'm listening to. It feels terrific. As you may or may not know, there's a story we each have. Our past story and the story we want to write today. It consists of circumstances, then the thought or thoughts we have about it, then those thoughts will generate feelings and emotions about it, which leads to certain actions, and those actions result in results that are either positive and purposeful or negative results, depending on what those thoughts were. And so my story, even after 2 days of taking action on some of the things I'm listening to and learning on these audios, I'm starting to see some of my goals beginning to manifest themselves into the world of the physical for me. For example, today I took the time to get a small journal from my lessons. I've told you about that on my first one. For my lessons, titled Lessons Learned. It was a thought that came to me. I listened to it and some of the support ideas and thoughts my subconscious mind was telling me, and so I got a physical journal to write in it. It may be simple, a simple example, but that is how this principle of thoughts or ideas being turned into the world of the physical happen. Anyway, I'm convinced that as I learn more and more, my three minds are going to align themselves tighter and tighter so that I become truly centered in who I really am and who I want to become and show up each day of my journey to alignment during 2020. Let me finish up with a few things I did today and the impact it had on me. Because I listened to all the audios, it motivated me to type up a few things, like I said in the first video, so I could remember and be reminded to do what Croy said I should do to start my morning with power, for example. I did exactly what Croy said I should do. I don't think I was perfect at it, nor did I fully understand what would happen for me and to me, but I'll tell you this, it felt great. It felt fantastic. What I did is I got up in the morning and I started the win the morning, win the day routine. Because I shared a few things about the program with my wife, Kathleen, she got on board, and in fact, she wasn't surprised when I got up early this morning and made the bed and splashed cold water on my face. As I was doing each of the tasks on my list for my win the morning, win the day routine, my subconscious mind started flooding my conscious mind with all kinds of thoughts. It was really kind of interesting. Ideas and principles to support what I was starting to do. This is exactly related to one of the goals I typed up before the new year started. I wanted to learn more about the mind, my intellect, thoughts, and what an idea is and where does an idea come from, etc. That's exactly the goal I wrote down. Of course, there were some negative thoughts that came into my mind as I was doing the win the day routine. It tried to sabotage my win the day routine that I was trying to do for my morning launch. Here's some of the examples of some of those thoughts I had come into my mind. What the heck are you doing, Marty? You hate making the bed. And I do and did. You've almost always let Kathleen do that, I'm ashamed to say. I've done it a few times. You love to stay in bed and relax until you have to get out of bed. And more often than not, it is at the last possible moment, Marty. You hate to exercise. What are you doing? You hate to get up early. And on they came. These are not facts. I know that. These are thoughts, and they can be replaced with different ones. And so that's what I tried to do. As I focused on and tried to attune to the vibrational mind that powered the universe and ideas and thoughts, and as I gave my subconscious mind an order, I did learn that years ago, to go out and find thoughts and ideas that would support what I'm trying to do, ones that affirm who I really am and what I can become here in 2020 and how I want to show up each and every day. I have to tell you that incredible things and thoughts started to come to my mind. My conscious mind and my subconscious mind was working its tail off to bring them to me. Some were from my life's experiences and thoughts that supported what I was trying to do, flooded my mind, and those thoughts generated happy, powerful feelings and made me feel I was spiraling up. This is the principle of attraction, I thought. My mind began to attract thoughts like, you can do this, Marty. Don't you remember a few years back when you wanted to own a home with no mortgage and today you are debt-free with a home that is paid for? Don't you remember that you wanted to one day own a beautiful car and pay for it with the one payment plan, cash? And you did just that with your Buick, the $50,000 Enclave that you bought. You can do this, Marty. These changes are what you're looking for, and they will help you attract the changes you want in your life. So do it. Keep doing it. Those are the kind of thoughts that came to me when I focused on that and gave that assignment to my subconscious mind. And so that battle of the two voices were in full display that morning. Yesterday and today, I'm sure it'll still go on as we go along. But because I was doing the routine that gave my mind specific assignments, my three minds went looking for support material to help me win the argument. And even though it was just day 2 today, I won that argument. Now, what I didn't do well today, on Thursday the 2nd of January 2020, well, I still had quite a bit of old habit thinking, and I wasn't prepared for the barrage of negative procrastinating thoughts that my subconscious mind pulled up and fired at me. It happened all day today. I think it was, just habit thinking. I think it does that automatically, our subconscious mind and our conscious mind especially, if you don't shut it down and give your subconscious mind a different assignment. Anyway, the result of those old habitual thoughts and mindset, I made mistakes like being really late to go up to my office and start my workday. I was sitting there, lackadaisical, eating breakfast and watching some news way too long. And, I'm retired. I can just kind of lollygag around, become a couch potato, whatever. I let the power of procrastination work me over throughout the entire day, like I said. However, at the end of the day, because of the things I wrote down and the tasks I want to get done and the thoughts that I had about and told my mind to go searching for, they helped me accomplish some great things today. I had a whole list of things, and I got probably 80% of them done the second day of the year. But what was sad about it, which I'll talk about tomorrow, is the most important ones that would have the most impact I didn't even get to. So I just want you to know I have really begun my journey to alignment, and each day is going to get better. I hope you join me for tomorrow, day 3. See you later.